Title: The Reflection. Chapter 1: The House at the End of the Street. There was something inherently sinister about the old house at the end of the street. It had stood there, abandoned and decaying, for as long as anyone could remember. Its windows were broken, the roof sagged under the weight of forgotten years, and its once grand front door now hung askew, rusted hinges groaning with every gust of wind. The townspeople spoke of it in hushed tones, warning their children to stay far away from its shadow, but no one ever truly explained why. Celia had always been curious about the house. It loomed over her childhood, an ever-present enigma, drawing her gaze whenever she passed. Now, years later, she had returned to her hometown, hoping to rekindle the sense of wonder she had once felt. But something had changed. The house no longer seemed like a relic of the past, it felt like a living thing, watching her, waiting for her to come closer. It was a dreary November afternoon when she stood at the gates once more. The air was thick with fog, and the sun was little more than a pale disk in the sky. Celia's heart beat faster as she gazed at the house, her mind racing with questions. Why had it always been left to rot? And why, after all these years, did she feel an overwhelming urge to enter? As if compelled by an invisible force, Celia pushed open the rusty gates and stepped onto the overgrown path leading to the front door. The house seemed to sigh as she approached, the wind swirling around her like a warning. Yet, she pressed on. Her hand reached for the cold doorknob, and with a groan, the door opened. Inside, the air was musty, thick with the smell of mold and dust. The floorboards creaked under her weight as she stepped cautiously into the hallway. The grand staircase loomed ahead, its banister darkened by years of neglect. Faint light filtered through the shattered windows, casting long, crooked shadows across the room. Celia felt a shiver